Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and today I'm bringing you a pretty special battle in Total War Attila. So it actually is with another fellow YouTuber. You can check him out. The link is in the description. So he messaged me and wanted to play kind of a 1v1, and I was down to accept that challenge. So you can see here that it's an unfortified town assault, and I am playing as the Danes, the mighty Viking warriors, and he is playing as the Saxons. And it looks like he's got kind of his main defense in the center, then he's got some other troops moved out on the flank, and then he has 7 units of horsemen here, which will be kind of a pain to deal with. So if we look at my forces real quick, so you can see I brought... sorry, the funds were on Ultra, so I believe it was 30,000 per player, so a lot of money. And you can see I brought a lot of Chosen Warriors. I think I have 10 units of them. And I've got, I believe, 8 units of Viking Raiders, and 2 units of Large Onager. And I've got 2 units of the Viking Raider Cavalry, just in case he did have Cav, but unfortunately he has a lot. And we've got 4 units of Nordic pikemen, and then I believe I have 5 units of these Norse berserkers, and I've got 5 units of Nordic hurlers, and I believe that's it. Yeah, because you can see I've got other deployables, or troops deployed over here. So yeah, let's start this battle. You can see that the balance of power is a bit in my favor. I do outnumber him by 480 men. So let's see how this goes. You can see that his cav is charging right out very quickly. And I thought that he was going to try and go for my artillery, so I was a little bit nervous there. You can see all the cav for the Saxons charging forwards. Jumping over the fences. So you can see that I'm quickly redeploying my troops to kind of screen my onagers so that they don't get hit by cav fire, or cavalry charges. And you can see on the other side as well that my onager is firing at the tower. Very nice. Hoping to put, you know, the city ablaze. You can see that he's got all his cav lined up here, so I'm just trying to screen and protect my onager as much as possible. So I've kind of made a box around it there. And you can see I'm peeling away my 2 units of cav over to this side, just in case I do have the ability to kind of lock up a couple units of his cav.
Their tower has been destroyed!
But we have destroyed their tower on this side. So now we can begin to move forwards. You can see I'm pushing forwards pretty much on all flanks. I'm going to try to keep the pressure on him as much as possible. And you can see that he does have some barricades set up around, so that will slow me down. He's got some of his Nordic javs here. If we look at his army cops, so you can see he's got the heroic cavalry. I think he has 6 units of them. And then he's got 1 unit of Nordic mounted raiders. And then he's got some units of Nordic bows.
The fire rises.
He's got some Nordic pikemen, Nordic spearmasters. He has a lot of them. Some chosen warriors. He's got his general here, chieftain. He's got some Nordic axe warriors. He's got some warhounds as well. So all around pretty diverse. He's got some Nordic jabbies. So you can see I'm pushing forwards my men now, rushing into the battle. You can see the smoke and the flames from the city. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Got the flaming balls coming in. Trying to take out another section of the wall over here.
We have destroyed the enemy tower!
We're pushing forwards here now that we've gotten rid of the tower as well on this flank. And on the third side, we are taking the tower down. You can see I'm pushing forwards my pikes. I want to try and get my men into position as quickly as possible, because that cav, I really cannot have them rear charging me right now.
The enemy approaches.
Here comes another ball. Ball of fire. Missing. You can see that he's positioned one of his units of melee infantry, or he's got 2 units of the melee infantry over here. He's tucking them in this corner so that when I try to come up on this side, then he can outflank me. So I wanted to get 2 of my units to kind of pen them in, if possible. You can see my pikemen are undertaking quite a beating.
Our men have given
from
up
the
and are
javelins.
running for their lives.
And on this side, we're pushing up as well, trying to get all of our units into the city. And we're gonna have some infantry clash here. Nice. Push back, man. And you can see that I believe I have penned them in here, but the one problem that I didn't really think about was that now the archers have free reign to shoot in our backs. So that was a really good play by Hamdog. Because they're just gonna wreck my my 2 units here. Yeah, you can see already down to 68 and 103. So that wasn't the best there. But you can see I'm pulling all my units in, and then I have units facing outwards because I don't want to be rear charged by the cav. So you can see that I'm starting to set up pikes around in different areas.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
And we broke down the barricade here, so now we're pushing forwards. Fight, man. Ooh, ooh. You can see he's pushing more infantry into this fight here. And actually, I was getting some artillery fire on my own men, so that wasn't the best. I was trying to aim for these troops.
Barricade.
Yeah, you can see that he's moving some of his Nordic pikes over to this flank here. Yeah, there's the big hit right there on my own men. That was not good. There's kind of an okay hit. Oh, look at this. The whole barricade's on fire. Wow, that was pretty awesome. I think my units are trying to fire at the pikes as well with their javies, the units in behind.
The men are broken.
I was trying to target them.
Lives.
Looking at the other sides, we are having some difficulties. These 2 units are very much still alive.
They have laid great chunks of their city to waste.
Their morale, melee attack, and melee defense are lessened, but you can see that it's almost slipping into his favor at this point. Our infantry is almost the same as far as I have 3,400 and he has 3,300. So yeah, not looking too good for us so far. Look at the city, though, just ablaze. That is awesome.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
You can see the men waiting. Yeah, that is epic. Pulling my slingers back to try to deal with the cav, as they are trying to get some good rear charges on me. But luckily I screened them with a couple units of my Viking raiders to keep them out. And yes, you can see here I've got a pike unit blocking this side, and then I've got a pike unit blocking this side. So there's no way that they can outflank us. And this is where, you know, the heaviest fighting is going. We are trying to push through and break these pikes along with these Gesithas, I think is how you say it. I'm pushing in another unit as well. We've got some flanking flaming arrow fire from the archers on the walls. And I'm quickly running out of infantry. You can see I'm pulling my slingers and one of my units of Viking raiders back while trying to screen them with the Nordic hunter that has used all of their ammo. But yeah, it's not really looking good at this point for us. I do have a lot of my Viking raiders still left and my Norse berserkers, but you know, he's getting some good flanking shots on my Viking raiders over here, so they've broken, unfortunately. So that was a good play by him. And over here you can see I'm pushing forward some more pikes as well to try to break this one unit. There's some fighting on the wall going. They are pushing us back. Oh, and you can see he's trying to rear charge my men here, but I had a unit in shield wall, so we're really trying to hold this Karo cavalry back so that it gives our chosen warriors a little bit longer in melee to try to break through here. But yeah, I'm glad I had them in shield wall, because if not, they would have knocked us down and then charged right through to the backs of these chosen warriors who are in melee. But yeah, you can see that he still has a lot of infantry that's untouched. So he's doing quite well so far. He's now leaving the ramparts and charging forwards to this flank here. He's breaking a lot of my warriors over here, which isn't good. Getting outflanked over here as well. You can see he's got some chosen warriors and Nordic axe warriors behind. But we are throwing point blank range into them. Into this unit.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Nice, and I got a good charge with my cav into this unit of Nordic axe warriors, because they do have pretty low defense. So their staying power is less. They're more of like a heavy attack unit. But yeah, I just trashed them with my cav. So that was a quick decision and a good move there. So they're retreating. And then I bring my cav over here to charge into the sides of these chosen warriors. But you can see that he's bringing a lot of his cav back over to this side. So I'm going to send my skirmishers to kind of slow them down if possible. In the center, though, we're doing okay. But you can see he's still got some fresh units that he's just funneling into the choke points once again. And we're still holding with this brave unit, Chosen Warriors. city is just burned to a crisp.
An entire unit has perished.
Yeah, so he's pushing a lot of his infantry back down. Being quite aggressive, so I think he knows that he does have the edge in this battle now, so he's being quite aggressive with his troops, pushing them down, trying to outflank. You can see, oops, over here, sorry, that he managed to outflank my men here. I did get my berserkers turned around to block them, so you can see that these units here, it doesn't say that they're being attacked in the rear, but they did get a good charge off. They are shaken. Then I counter charge here with my cav into the sides of his units. Try to get a good hit there. But I'm just running out of men, unfortunately. You can see Hamdog during the battle. He's like, man, your pikes are so annoying because I've just zoned out his cav here. So we're just kind of having a little stare off. But on this flank here, you notice that they did manage to break through that one unit, and this flank is completely secure now. So, yeah, you can see that it's not going the best for us. For the warriors of the warband. Oh, my berserkers are gonna try to form up again, but this is gonna be a deadly charge. Yeah, right through my men. Yeah, they're gonna break for sure. Yeah, they're wavering. Just couldn't slow them down enough. So we're down now to... Oh, is it not going to show us something? There we go. 970 for me, 1,400 for him. So he still outnumbers me too, which is pretty bad. We are managing to break him in the center, though, with my Axe Warriors, my Norse Berserkers.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Because if you use Frenzy on them, they just go crazy, and they really disrupt shield walls like this. So we were managing to push through. Cutting them down. But you can see he's got a whole nother Nordic Axe Warrior unit. He's got his Gesithas. These are all the units that were fighting on this flank over here are moving back to defend. But look at the death and destruction here in this one flank. Like, that is crazy. That actually might be the thumbnail for the battle right there. Right there. Perfect. So much death. But yeah, I gotta figure out another saying, because I always say you can see, or as you can see here. But yeah, I moved my pikes back a bit to kind of lessen the amount of land that I was trying to defend in the city, and you can see he charged into my pikes. I don't know if he thought they were turning the other way, but they just got shreked. So, and the war dogs over here, they are breaking as well, but he's going to get a good charge on these warriors. I can't turn them around in time because they're in active combat, and yeah, they're going to break to the Saxon Lancers.
Return to the fight.
See my poor infantry trying to fight off the host of cav. Now we got the pikes in the center. I'm pushing them forwards now that the cav is broken. It actually wasn't really laggy at all during the battle, but the
and I'm
replay is a
fleeing.
little bit laggy for some reason. But yeah, I'm down to less than 500. He's down to about 700. So it was a really close battle, but with me trying to micro against the Cav, I just really couldn't attack while defending. Like I became the defender inside the city. So it was a good play. It was a good play by Hamdog there. But yeah, you can see I broke them over here, so I'm quickly moving to outflank the general unit, because I think he's out of troops. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, they pushed forward their Nordic skirmishers, which is really smart. To try to keep them from outflanking me. Should be getting some good kills on these skirmishers, though. Yeah, but then you can see I quickly decided to turn around my men, even though they were in combat, because we've got some cav that was coming up to try to flank us from behind. So I would rather have Nordic skirmishers at my flank than the cav. But they're charging in their archers as well. And you can see, you know, my general is wavering. It's pretty much over at this point. I don't have enough troops to take them out. If I had one or two more units, it might have been a different story, but good game to Hamdog. This is a really, really fun battle, and my first ever battle with another YouTuber. So, yeah, this is a treat for me. Thanks very much for playing. So it's a valiant defeat. We'll end the replay. Take a look at the stats here. So, yes, fielded 4,500. He fielded 4,020. So there's his name, HamdogCDXX. I will link his YouTube channel in the description. He did say he will have his version of the replay out within a week or so. But yeah, you can see a lot of my troops doing decently. Not really anyone in particular that didn't. This was a little bit of a waste of money. If I'd brought maybe just 2 other units of swords, it may have been better, because all they did was really wreck the towers. But who got the most? General is 203. I think that's the most for here. And then looking at Hamdog's stats, him doing quite well all around. Nobody in particular doing really shabby, except for the Warhounds. But we were talking after the battle, like these Warhounds, they're not really useful in hand-to-hand combat. The only thing that I find them useful for is if you find yourself going to be outflanked, or you need some kind of unit to stop an advance of some kind, that these war dogs are really good at quickly getting into the breach to blocking them, but they're only until your elite troops can show up, right? So like they're gonna break pretty much within a minute or two of open combat. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Thanks very much to HamdogCDXX for playing. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more Total War Attila content. And if you guys would like to play with me, I know there was a couple of other people interested. Just friend me on Steam. It is Celtic Warband, and send me a message, and we'll try to orchestrate a time to place for a battle. So yeah, thanks very much for watching again, guys, and I will see you in the next one.